taking on last year's national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. On the line right now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference.
Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last season's national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense comes out of the first time today. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Looking downfield. It's Becht. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Big moment game. Third down coming up. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. The game is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So South Carolina's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Testing the right side here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's an outbound. The catch made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
He keeps it. QB draw. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
And when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. He escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go on the keeper.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He lets it rip. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down. And the Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Headed for the end zone. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards. Nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Gamecocks trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And the quarterback keeps it on the option.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the back now goes in motion. Back to pass. It's Becht. Grab behind the line. It's Young. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice 1st down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Running back grabs it on the screen. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. South Carolina, 7, Alabama, 0. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the 2nd period. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. He'll hand it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. Off to the single back. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
That is 2 consecutive runs for 1st downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
The Gamecocks looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. It'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Defense is hanging tough here. Now it's third and goal from the 1. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Scanning the field. It's Becht. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
On first down, it's play action. A deep shot to the right. The pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could hope for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Caught at the 30. Still running. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. As the first down is still going. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Becht. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tie. A much-needed score could come to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last 2 snap. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble to his left. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Gives it to the back. Runs right over the defender. First down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Short pass finds the tight end. Second down after that previous play. Looking for a man. Quick throw to the left. And he's intercepted. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Alabama.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
See if they can convert the point after. Gets blocked. For a live ball here. Past the 50. Out past the 30. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Oh, gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now. Let's move on. Here's a jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Really good call here to go with the jet sweep, but you've got to get north and south. Once the defense is out of position, the quicker you can get vertical, the better chance you can find yardage for that first down.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air. It's Dampier. A deep shot to the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Gamecocks will bring their punt team onto the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On first and 10, looking to throw. Gets made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Grab down the middle. It's Fletcher. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made, gets the foot down, but there's no gain on the play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's going down quickly. A short gain gets him a few yards closer to the marker. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's press coverage now from these DBs. To the air, it's Beck. The pass rush closing in. Breaking tackles and going. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Bama.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. Here, not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
Automatic in the PAT.
South Carolina, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Play action here on first down. Just trying to get rid of it. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Now rolling out to his left. And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock. And that's a costly penalty. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Running back has it on the screen now. Ball carrier tackled there. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Trying to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. This time enough for one more play in the half. Running play called on 3rd and short. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has a halftime update.
Chris, massive expectations for this SEC championship, and it has not disappointed. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC Championship.
All right, Kevin, thanks. Update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field, hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They get the second half started with a running play. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Harbor. He goes out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route line. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Receiver in motion now. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Tight end makes the grab.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Dumps it down to the back. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. This football incomplete and a 12 on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain. play coming up. To throw, it's Becht. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Poked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Only traveling for a sack.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
You made it. 3 points on the board.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
14.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. The sure hands. It's Williams. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's 1st down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the mark.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, looking to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
And this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Owens. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. The Gamecocks are going to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Running for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. Slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We reach the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a third and goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense really clicking. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple of scores, and all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and cleared away.
21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. Looking downfield, it's Beck. With the catch, it's Young. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Fletcher. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
What a catch! They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moves all the way to the 38.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it.
What a job here by the special teams coach to come up with this design block on the field goal. You can see it. From the left side, they had exactly what they wanted to be. The designated guy that's coming in makes the block, and you get a heck of a turn of events.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The passing game was so effective in last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Dropping back, it's Dampier. He's running out of time here. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Using his legs, it's Owens. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. How much can they pick up on 3rd down? Try a field goal from here would be 57 yards. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Third down play coming up. To try a field goal from here, it will be 62 yards. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Return tackle by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. To throw, it's Becht. Gets made on the out route. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the jet sweep. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. Yes, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Chewing clock with the running game. Runs through the defender. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Championship. This offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Ball handed off. There's a stiff one. Oh, he fought hard there. Very good tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Scanning the field. It's Becht. Tight coverage. Deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away. Hope the defense can secure a victory.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The conference championship might just come down to this possession. Can they get points? On 1st down, it's play action. On the move now. Quick throw complete to the tight end. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away that big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure a victory.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the 4th quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short game.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. He's going to put it down and run. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Short connection to the tight end here. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. The offense will spend the timeout with 27 seconds remaining. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Grab near the sticks. It's Clark. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? And it's caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Now it's second down here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. So they make the tackle, but will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. They had some high hopes coming into this game. They practiced well, prepared well, they were optimistic, but things just did not work out, and that's a tough loss.
Yeah, their opponent just made more plays than they did, plain and simple. But there's a lot to learn from losses like this, and the smart coaches know how to use them to motivate their team moving forward.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on last year's national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Air Force Falcons offense will start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run.
Fires one high and deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys.
There he goes! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him. But Tilly picks up the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking for a man, it's Dampier. Rushes on him. With the catch, it's Owens. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. The Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Finds a little space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. And the Gamecocks get enough to move the chains.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the... attempt on 3rd and goal. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Webb. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Touch pass on the run. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Quick handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stein. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Ball in plus territory, 1st and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. It's Overton. He's got him this time. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Snags it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. From the gun, looking for a man. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The option look. He'll pull it on the read. Big pickup on the ground here and keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hankerson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Got a man. It's Hankerson. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. To the air, it's Grimes. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the outside to the left. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Falcons will punt it away on fourth down. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Caught over the middle. It's Jensen. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice rep there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To give to the big fullback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Man, drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Grimes. He makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets into the 48. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The short hands, it's Lefevre. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Sends it back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. On the move, it's Webb. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down. And we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Webb. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
He'll try to do it himself. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. To the air, it's Grimes. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, and also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding this sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Falcons are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. It's Allen. Quick step and go. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Oh, they're after him. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down, and he'll avoid the tackle on the slide. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Inside the 25. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a while.
Got some room entered to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, David, moving forward.